The more glaring one right now is inflation. I'm not going to get all philosophical on the why inflation's coming in, but what you're hearing from politicians and the media are pure lies. I'll just say this. When it comes to inflation, inflation's only brought on by one thing, national debt. When you have governments overspending what they're taking in, they take on debt. And at some point, all that debt's got to get serviced through interest. One of the punishments from an economic standpoint is going to be inflation. You just heard this week how the U.S. is now entering um, into inflation, and I can confirm that. Years ago, before we hit the 9% under the prior president, um, inflation was getting up to about 8-9%. Now that's what the official government's telling you. I think it's a lot higher. But a year prior to that, before the actual inflation kicked in, one particular uh, instrument spiked, and it spiked really high. Uh, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, that same instrument spiked really high. So that's a very early indicator, the canary in the coal mine, we'll call it, where that um, with that particular instrument spiked and has spiked for the last year to date, we'll call it, is over 24%. So that will tell you you cannot lie, media cannot hide it, they'll blame other things, but the point is that we are going to have some very severe inflation coming. One thing I've learned over the last few years, if you want to truly fight inflation, is you want to fight where inflation is, which could be in particular agricultural products like food and some industrial product as well. If you were to invest into those particular instruments now via futures and options with the right type of strategies, you can circumvent those inflationary costs against you and your household, which means that you can profit from that and be able to keep up with the inflation and actually profit when the inflation kicks in, which can be in a weird way, a good thing. That's capitalism, right? So part of what we're facing now is I think we're going to hit some very severe volatile periods, and we're also going to hit some very high inflationary periods.